You're locked down inside of it with all of the CC available. There's a very overall competent composition from LGD, and it very much fits into the playstyle they've been using so far. Recognizing that, they're going to head straight on down towards this one, and with GLFS up towards the top side of the map right now, there's going to be no response. First Drake going to go over to LGD.
Yeah, the swapping shenanigans going to result in a little bit of a late arrival towards this bottom side, and I don't think there was much of a plan to challenge for the Dragon in the first place, so it's going to go the way of Hong. LGD will get the first objective on that back. Will be an opportunity to swap back if so desired. Tangyuan's got the push in mid lane. They're also cheating Sassy up a little bit if he needs to unstoppable onslaught his way back up towards the rest of the team. The Hong with no way to join means this could be a potential 5 versus 4 for LGD if the fight does break out. But already LGD are going to get started on this, and it looks like they're going to be uncontested. GLFS going to cheat towards the bottom side, making their way towards a bit of an invade, would appear, and that does mean that this is going to be the first 2 objectives going to LGD full-on uncontested.
Oh, this could be very, very worrying right here. Forcinian stuck underneath this tower and 3 members on the way in. Solar misses.
All right, there's going to be a whiff onto the solar flare, but there's Hong with unstoppable force, finds the knockup, and gets the first kill. It does go the way of YCX, but LGD are just going to be happy. Coming back to the lane now is Sinian, but will probably be too late to contest onto this Dragon unless another fight breaks out before then.
Oh, it looks like it might well. Both the top laners do have teleports, not currently looking to use them. Oh,
YCX
no.
just steps up, thinks Eclipse makes him invincible. GLFS flashes in, manages to steal the Dragon. Supreme display of talent now to lock down Hong as he and Tangyuan trying to kite their way out of here, but a double knockup found by Wu Nai, and down goes Hong as Sinian gets revenge for the earlier first blood. It's a 2-for-0 fight for AL, and they snag the Dragon.
Decision-making, and then it compounds with the bad decision-making from YCX as we jump back in, and Sinian's just going to be dead again right here. One more auto-attack should do it. Is going to be picked up right there by Tangyuan.
Could be another fight breaking out here before too long. Avoids the seismic shove from Sinian to be able to stay safe. And now Hong waiting, gonna ambush Sinian in this tri-brush. Has Tangyuan right at his back, and Sinian basically just gonna get one shot here. Flash still on cooldown, and there's that feat of warfare to LGD.
Doesn't result in any objective. We've not got another one of those for a little while. Rift Herald gonna be the next thing to spawn, and AL do have the majority of members there. But as you can see on your screen right now, Tangyuan gonna be able to pick up this bot lane tower. And it just keeps getting worse. That's going to be the feat of
3 KP, gets the first turret gold solo, and now his team brawling for the Rift Herald. He's going to be TPing in to try to join up on this fight. Wu Nai leading the frontline charge with the Unbreakable Will. Double knockup found by Hong.
Nice.
There's the bullet time opened up from Xiaoya, but YCX going to be falling down to the opposite side either way. Tangyuan brings the damage and has already melted down 2, falling lower and lower, gets into the stasis to avoid Nova's execution, and Sinian off the respawn, the last member standing. LGD take the fight 4-for-1.
That's cheeky right there. Just about going to be able to use that golden to get away from the ulti. This one back around and carry on. Instead, it's just going to be a quick rotation down to the mid lane to stop this tower from being taken. You could potentially go for a play right here. Wu Nai has a bit of a flank.
Yeah, going in here, going to be able to knock YCX back in. Flashes over the seismic shove.
Oh,
Scream
no.
display talent comes and goes, and nobody really gets swept up in it. Tangyuan continues to cash out with another kill in his pocket. 100% KP on this Victor at 17 minutes 30 seconds, and turrets soon to drop as Hong pilots the Herald directly into another outer turret. Maybe could use a little bit of additional firepower to do it quickly, but Xiaoya having no problem keeping the mid-wave shoved on in, and LGD off to a nice, comfortable, close to 5k gold lead after a couple of 1 fights. And didn't get to finish the point earlier, but Tangyuan has kind of been the big benefactor of basically everything that's happened this game.
Getting towards as much damage as you really want. Your Lich Bane and your Rabadons potentially that could have been second items are going to be a little bit delayed, but in pro play that is often the case, and it isn't really dampening anything too much. 10 stacks on that Dark Seal as well. We'll see if that one turns into a Medjai's.
It's away, so a little bit of breathing room to be able to collect themselves and potentially put a gank together, but Hong and Tangyuan are not slowing down. They are looking to maintain control over the jungle, and GLFS cut off from the rest of the team. Flash forward from Hong. Supreme display of talent attempts to create some space, but Hong's in there with the unstoppable force to pick up another one against his opposing jungler.
Deal more than enough damage to dissuade any potential step up here from AL, and this has been the big problem throughout this game. The rotations have just been coming through too slowly for AL. GLFS, he needs to get out of dodge much, much quicker. Even on a pretty slippery champion in the Kiana, just was nowhere near enough to get away from just being walked at right there by a Malphite. And now you've split your focus, going to be able to take down the Atakan and get some more damage onto this tier 2 tower in the bottom lane.
You probably have to do both near perfectly to have any shot in an even-numbered team fight at this stage of gold differential, as Tang Yuan is taking down your inner turrets and continuing to cash out for massive amounts of gold.
Oh, the Hung's dead. Yep, there you go. That's going to be that nice combo between the Malphite and the Misfortune. And whilst we're watching this happen, whilst you're watching the Hung, the player we were just talking about having to carry you to the Promised Lands, get evaporated in front of you, everybody's trying to dive a Scion top lane. I don't know why AL have decided to try that twice now, because it hasn't worked a single time.
Pushing aggressively, invading your jungle, firing lasers at GLFS as he attempts to do wraiths. There's big opportunities on the opposite side of the map, but Sasa's on vision, though. We've got to go attack him again. Here's a little three-man play on towards the Scion, and Wunai is going to be the one who takes the most damage out of that.
That smash, but still the tower could be under big threat.
Slipped out of there. Wunai coming in on the flank. YCX going to find him. He's a little bit outnumbered as he gets shuffled back into the rocks, but takes about half his HP and damage. Sasa happy to take the front line, though, as Unova is nearly one shot. Can't even get the ultimate off in time, and Sasa still tanking up the full force of AL on the opposite side. Big unstoppable force from Hong. Locks him down for an AoE wombo combo from Xiaoya and Tang Yuan. LGD sweep that fight, no problem.
And that's the bullet time of dreams right there for Xiaoya, just going to be able to rip through the opponents just as the Baron is spawning as well. Once again, they're going to win a team fight and be able to turn straight back around and grab the next objective. Things just have not gone right for AL in this game. 3-13 on the kills.
Tell everybody else, hey, safe to press R now. We're going to get something done on this, I promise you. We'll guarantee a couple of waves of bullets connect as Xiaoya just kind of soloing out this bot lane inhibitor, and nobody can step up because YCX is there to throw down some CC as necessary. Here comes Tang Yuan and Hong doing much the same in mid lane. Second inhibitor about to fall, and here comes a wave led by Sasa from the top side. LGD just completely tearing AL's base asunder, and AL desperately trying to mount some kind of defense. What can they do to try to push back against this LGD team? Supreme display of talent completely whiffs, but the wombo combo from LGD does not. Both carries fall in an instant, and LGD will close out game number 1 with ease.
This is going to be a 27-minute game right here for LGD, a complete and utter domination of AL.
These were some of the best highlights from today's matchup. Which moment was your favorite? Let me know in the comment section below. This is OP, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.